Okay, I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and just finish quartering this out, cut it off, and just take these two chunks in the house, and I'm going to work on them in there so I can just kind of wash them off, because they've just got enough hair on them and going to need to be picked out. And then that'll give my wife a chance to decide if she wants to do a roast. I can't imagine she will, because there's not a whole lot of meat over there to grind, and I want to grind it. Maybe I'll make an executive decision and let her know. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this and do it that way. So that's what we're going to work on. The pelvis actually splits fairly easy, especially if you've got a good cleaver. And I've got a pretty decent one. There we go. Just like that. Now, it'll be a matter of cutting these guys. And I could saw them. Maybe I will, but I'm probably just going to hack them right there. This bone is fairly solid right here. I may wind up sawing it. We'll find out here. I really think I can whack it a couple more times. I've done it plenty of times. A lot of times I go ahead and take it all the way up to the knuckle joint up there, but I just assume not. There we go. Right there. Now I'll cut this back tendon. And one little cut there. And that's done. Now we've got a big old deer ham that we will finish processing elsewhere, as they say. Get this side. Always helps if you hit the same spot twice in a row, or multiple times in a row. There we go. Another ham. Not a lot of weight, maybe 15 pounds, something like that. Maybe 10 pounds. I'm not very good at that kind of thing, judging it. But that's how you do a deer. By the way, in case you're wondering, I decided not to bone out the ribs. There just wasn't enough meat to make it worthwhile. Plus, when you consider that part of it on the inside of the rib cage had been sitting for all that time, then it had dried out some, so that meant it might not rehydrate good, and I was going to have to carve it off and probably wouldn't have got anything out of it anyway. So the animals will be happy about it. But in the meantime, I can get this all cut up, grind with a hog, and have some pretty good meat. Maybe I'll come back when we do the grinding and I'll show you some of that. I don't know, probably not. That's nothing special about it. So anyway, I hope that you learned something. That's the gambrel hook right there, give you a better look at it. And a gambrel hook can be anything, but this just happens to be this one. And with a little luck, maybe y'all picked up a tip. Maybe some of you had thought about doing something like this, but it's been loath to try. I can get my heavy bag hung back on it. This is what usually stays here. Almost too heavy to lift one hand. And then this will give me a little bit more room back here in the other part of my shop. There, we'll get it evened up a little bit. This is an old bag. I've had it probably 40 years. It's a good way to take out my frustrations sometimes. And I dropped the glove, but I'll find it here in a bit. In the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I hope you learned something. And cheers.